So our first speaker is Tiffany Trusty. Tiffany has always been a nerdy girl. Her personal tech adventure has spanned over 20 years and includes being the second woman to graduate from Rose-Hulman, enjoying a 16-year career with Motorola Public Safety, being an entrepreneur for over a decade, supporting women in STEM since 2010 as a Women in High Tech board member, contributing to the local indie tech scene via 1150 Academy and Propel Up, and most recently joining Eli Lilly as an Android architect. Please help me welcome Tiffany Trusty to the Spark stage.
Thank you, Chris. Hi, everybody. I'm Tiffany Trusty, and here to talk to you about my adventure through tech. My journey, as you can see, is on the board behind me. And I've always been a nerdy girl. Me and tech, that was never a question. It was just always in me. But when I was growing up, my mother said to me, work is half your life. And if you hate what you do for work, you hate half your life. So I've always followed my heart, always tried to do what I enjoy, and what I enjoy is making a difference with my skills. So Rose-Hulman was an adventure. Being one of the first women there was amazing, and I still, after 20 years out of graduation, I still meet little girls who say, thank you for paving the way. So that impact, although at 18 I couldn't have guessed it, 20 years later is still present with me. Motorola was amazing, 16 years serving our public safety officers, our FBI, our firefighters, the guys on the streets every day. I can still look on their hip as they're walking the streets and say, I made a piece of that communications that you're using every single day. Trusty Applications is my own company, and I started it to help a friend with cancer. I did websites for hobbies, and all my friends came to me and said, what can I do to help? I said, I don't know, let's throw money at it. So I created a website, put a donate button on there, and we were able to buy the family first-class tickets, great shows, and all kinds of childcare while they traveled to New York and back to have these treatments. So that sparked my first website company, Trusty Applications. Women in High Tech. I'm a nerdy girl. I'm going to support the next generation of nerdy girls. And Women in High Tech is an amazing local organization that lets me do that every day. There's lots of other stories to be told. I've got a million of them, but I'm going to spend a little time and tell you about the biggest impact that I got the fortunate opportunity to be a part of, and that's 1150 Academy. John told you a little bit about what they are. We seek to put out entry-level coders into our beloved Indiana Tech community to fuel the next generation of tech. And I met a boy named Nick. He was 19 years old. College was too slow for him, and so he came to 1150 Academy. He sold his Xbox just to make the down payment, and when his mom said, you're going to sell your Xbox, she knew it was for real. And so I got to meet Nick in his third week of a 20-week program at that time. And in the third week, he stared at the floor, couldn't look me in the eye. I don't know if it was because I was a girl or because we were in a very small room. He had on dirty jeans and the same t-shirt I'd seen for weeks at a time. We didn't have a great conversation, but I could tell he was brilliant. Even the teacher said, wow, this kid is brilliant. He's going to do things. And watching him blossom through the rest of the curriculum, and then finally at week 12, I got to witness him firsthand and teach him for the next 6 weeks or so. He was blossoming both socially, he could look me in the eye now, and he was helping everyone in the class because he was the smartest, and he was just a new person. And finally, at 20 weeks, I was sitting on the couch with him at Launch Fisher's. We outgrew the mansion, and he was there nicely dressed for his last interview. And he had his legs crossed, his arm on the couch, and he was looking at me straight in the eye, sitting up straight, and said, you know what? I've got 3 job offers right now, and no matter which one I take, I'm going to make more than both of my parents combined. And that was the biggest impact to date that I ever had the pleasure of witnessing firsthand. We've graduated hundreds now, hundreds of junior coders. that are in our tech community here in Indy. And I'm forever grateful for being a part of 1150. Thanks for your time.